Musk, one of the world's wealthiest men, occasionally talks about using pot at Twitter's board meetings, and other occasions, he wants to buy Coca-Cola and put cocaine in it. He now jokes about his unexpected death in one of his most recent tweets. His mother, too, was not amused.
Welcome to Luxurious and Chic, where we will be showing you everything about luxury and help you experience the billionaire lifestyle.
Check the links in the description if you too would like to experience a life of abundance. It's one thing to die, yet it's quite another for the world's richest man to die suddenly. Musk tweeted earlier in May, "If I die under mysterious circumstances, it's been nice knowing ya." So, what's the reason behind his Twitter joke? Today, let's all find the answer to the big questions. Why and who wants Elon Musk dead? What does Elon Musk's assassination signify for world peace? And in this video, you will be surprised by all the near-death experiences of the richest man in the world, so do watch all the way through to the end. People claim there is a time for everything, including birth and death. Some people, on the other hand, simply die before their time. Elon is a fantastic example of a man who may have just gone ahead of his time if he died today. He is only 50 years old. While the average American life expectancy is 79 years, the gap of 29 years is simply too big. Elon, by the way, is not dying of natural causes because he is in excellent health. As the richest person in the world, he has unlimited funds to obtain the greatest health care available. Furthermore, he has direct connections to the world's top security. Despite all of this, Elon has recently disclosed in a recent tweet that his life is in danger. It's difficult to conceive how the Tesla billionaire will die in a strange manner. Given his celebrity and popularity, it's nearly difficult for him to die in mysterious circumstances, especially because he's often surrounded by people. So first, let us take a look at a few times when death came knocking at Elon Musk's door before we explore what led him to tweet about recent threats on his life. Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla, nearly died when he was just 17 years old. He was struck by a truck while on a road motorcycle as a teenager. Elon's near-death experience with motorcycles reveals why Tesla does not produce electric motorcycles. Instead, the electric vehicle manufacturer is developing an all-terrain vehicle or ATV that can carry two people. The Tesla Cybertruck is compatible with the ATV. In a similar occurrence, Elon Musk was nearly killed in a car collision with Peter Thiel, another PayPal co-founder. Both men could have died in the vehicle accident, and PayPal, the firm that revolutionized e-commerce and gave rise to YouTube, LinkedIn, Yelp, Tesla, and SpaceX, could have been destroyed. Thiel and Musk, on the other hand, were miraculously spared. They picked themselves up, crossed their fingers, and hitched a ride to alter the course of internet history. If you enjoy watching this, you may want to check our other videos, hit like, and subscribe. Elon has not only been in car accidents, but has also been afflicted with terrible diseases. After contracting malaria, the Tesla owner came close to death. While in South Africa, he acquired the disease. Despite the fact that malaria is not very fatal, he came close to dying from it after being misdiagnosed, as seen by his tweet, and was first misdiagnosed at Stanford Hospital with viral meningitis, then again misdiagnosed at Sequoia. He added, "When a visiting doctor from San Jose General Hospital examined my charts, he quickly transferred me to ICU. I was only 36 hours away from losing consciousness, so I accept professional counsel with a grain of salt." Apart from being unwell, Elon has experienced the misery and pain that comes with death. The death of Tesla's firstborn kid in the year 2002 was tragic and heartbreaking. Nevada Alexander Musk is claimed to have died of SIDS, or sudden infant death syndrome, a condition in which a newborn dies abruptly and without obvious cause. SIDS has no known etiology, however, various research suggests that it may be caused by a number of variables. Elon Musk's kid died of a sudden death, and the tech entrepreneur has received threats that could terminate his life at any moment. And who is issuing death threats? Russia, America's worst foe. Elon Musk thus is involved in supplying the fastest forces in Ukraine with military communication equipment. Russian space chief Dmitry Rogozin wrote in a tweet adding, "And for this, Elon, you will be held accountable like an adult no matter how much you play the fool." It is positive that the SpaceX CEO has been aiding Ukraine with Starlink stations after their internet infrastructural failure. This, however, does not entitle the authoritarian leadership in Moscow to threaten Musk with assassination. The SpaceX billionaire, just like other billionaires and governments throughout the world, believes it is critical to assist Ukraine. They were attacked by Russian defense forces on February 24th of this year. Elon Musk, while you try to colonize Mars, Russia tries to copy Ukraine. While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civil people. We ask you to provide Ukraine with Starlink stations and to address sane Russians to stand. Mikhailo Fedorov, Ukraine's Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Digital Transformation, said in a tweet. So far, Musk has provided more than 4 consignments of Starlink terminals to Ukraine's military, giving them an advantage against their Russian counterparts. The Starlink terminals are already being used by Ukraine's defense forces to improve military communication. You know, you don't have to be a military general to appreciate the value of communication on the battlefield. Russian soldiers could have easily hacked Ukraine's communication system without the Starlink communication system, allowing them to eavesdrop on Ukraine's military. Starlink uses stronger encryption that Russian cybercriminals can't break. Elon's Starlink has also aided Ukraine because they use it for their AI drones, which have assisted them in defeating Russia in the war. In fact, AI drones connected to the Starlink internet assisted them in locating and destroying the greatest Russian cruiser, the Moskva. After detecting Moskva with AI drones, Ukraine's military fired 2 R-360 Neptune anti-ship missiles. The Ukrainians can make smart choices about their next move after obtaining live reports on the war with better, more secure and stable internet connectivity. Starlink has generally aided Ukraine's military in effectively resisting the Russian invasion. The Ukrainians, led by President Volodymyr Zelensky, are resolved to fight to the last end. Russia's intelligence underestimated Ukraine from the start, believing that the war would be over in a matter of days. However, the fight has already lasted more than 100 days, much to their amazement. Even after calls from the United Nations and economic penalties from the European Union and the United States, Russian President Vladimir Putin has refused to end the war. The war must end as soon as possible since it has wreaked havoc on Ukraine. The battle is reported to have killed more than 46,000 people and approximately 13,000 people have been hurt. A total of 14 million people have been forced to flee to neighboring countries, while the whereabouts of 400 persons are likewise unknown. Over 2,200 structures have been destroyed by Russian missile attacks in Kiev and elsewhere. Property worth $600 billion is also estimated to have been damaged. According to reports, Russian forces have died in greater numbers than their Ukrainian colleagues. Moscow's death threats targeting tech entrepreneur Elon Musk are rooted on this. But what would Elon Musk's death mean for the rest of the world? The killing of Elon Musk in the midst of the Russian-Ukrainian conflict would undoubtedly mark the start of the World War III. If the Russians assassinate its tech billionaire or damage him in any way, the US will join the conflict in full force. The use of nuclear weapons in a Third World War is a distinct possibility. Putin has placed his nuclear warheads on full alert, indicating that he wants to use them against the United States and its NATO allies. The United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, France, and Germany appear to be the primary powers supporting Ukraine in the battle. Russia is also expected to receive support from most anti-American countries including China, North Korea, Syria, and Iran. Elon Musk's SpaceX and the US space military will be key actors in the fight if a global conflict breaks out, which we don't want to happen. They are anticipated to deploy the hypersonic missiles that they have been building in tandem. They will also use rocket cargo technology to supply American forces with medicine, water, and food. SpaceX has an interesting relationship with the US military since they utilize them to launch surveillance satellites. Given the many initiatives that the tech tycoon is working on for the betterment of humanity, Elon Musk's death will be a huge loss. Through the Tesla subsidiary SolarCity, Tesla's CEO is doing everything he can to assist the production and use of renewable energy. Tesla's owner has encouraged solar energy production for both household and industrial use. His Tesla company also produces zero-emission electric vehicles. Musk has stated that he will not stop until all automobiles on the road are electric. Similarly, if Elon Musk dies, his goals to make humans a multiplanetary species will be threatened. Before he dies, the SpaceX inventor and space fanatic is obsessed with the concept of conquering Mars. He estimates that the first crewed expedition to Mars will launch in 2029. Musk will then spend the next 20 years building a self-sustaining city on Mars. By 2060, more than 1 million humans are predicted to have settled on Mars. If the Tesla billionaire dies, it will be a major setback for anyone hoping to travel to Mars in the near future. In any case, Musk recognizes that he will die like every human being, but he does not want his passing to be unexpected. He wants to see his ambitions through before he passes away. He has even stated that after he dies, he wants to be buried on Mars. Elon Musk's untimely death and assassination were uncalled for. He is more needed than ever before in the world. Elon Musk's safety and security should worry the US president, as former President Trump would say, one of our geniuses. We must safeguard him. That is, after all, what needs to be done. Is Russia capable of harming the wealthiest man in the world? What do you think?
Do tell us in the comment section below. And if you want to know about the most expensive things in the world, look inside the lives of the wealthiest people on the planet, or how to achieve success in your life, make sure to hit the subscribe button and stay updated on our latest videos. Don't forget to hit the like button.